Hello lords and ladies and welcome to Delishatorium. I'm your host Shayde Reynard here with the last coconut out. And today we're going to be trying Jolt Cola. I don't remember if I've done this on my channel. I don't know if I have. If I haven't, I don't care. The fact is, we're doing it. So, yeah, Jolt Cola. Fun fact about Jolt Cola is that before energy drinks were really big, there was like Jolt Cola, there was Surge, and then there was like Balls soda.
I love balls.
Balls soda is fucking fantastic. Like every single one of them is good. But like those were like the big three back in the days. Because like I remember like like X Games. When those were super popular. I don't even know if that's still a thing.
I have no idea.
But like I remember X Games being like the biggest deal.
Oh,
like
God.
when Tony Hawk was getting his rise to power.
Oh god.
And then like you had like Surge and you had Jolt Cola and you had Balls, like all sponsorships on everything. So like those were like the like energy drinks back then.
Oh my god, I remember when they used to do like those so I remember one time, this was ages ago. This is back when Walmart was at the other location, next to Wegmans and all that shit. So, oh my god, they had like a fucking Pepsi X Games sponsorship thing there. And they had like half pipes and shit set up in the where the auto center used to be, that huge side lot.
Right.
They had that shit all set up there, and they're giving away free stuff. And the one, and he was throwing it from the bike as he was like up in the air and shit. And he went up through a fucking carabiner towards the audience. It hit me square in the forehead. And he gave me a bunch of this other stuff for free too.
That's funny.
Oh my god, I'm just I'm just fucking little kid. He hits me square in the fucking forehead. Like he was dead center. Oh my god.
Like I remember being like all about the X Games back in the day. Like like I'd sit there and I watch like every event that was on X Games. And then like at some point
Then you played Tony Hawk's Pro Skater.
Oh yeah, like after you got to watch X Games, you'd be playing Tony Hawk's Pro Skater.
Exactly.
Either you be playing like off-road dirt bike or something. I don't know. There's like some of those like dirt bike games back in that time too. Like like really popular. Or like ATV off-road.
Fucking motocross.
Yeah. Or what was the other one that I liked to play? It was a futuristic like motocross game. It was Jet Moto.
Oh god.
But like it had like sponsorships for like everything.
Oh,
like Mountain Dew. It even had like a Ruger sponsorship. Yeah, I know. I see that. It's just
what?
Yeah.
What is this fucking Beetlejuice shit?
It was just like fizzing, very carbonated. But let's just actually get to try.
Did you say his name 3 times?
Maybe it was because I said X Games like 3 times. X Games, and then just Jolt Cola starts summoning the devil.
Oh god, you're summoning Jason Lee.
All of a sudden, Tony Hawk pops out of the can. Hey!
Oh my god, like the fucking Dark Diet Dr. Pepper commercials with that tiny dude, but it's just a tiny Tony Hawk.
Yeah. Tiny Tony Hawk, what are you doing in my Jolt Cola? Almost just like want to create an animated version of this conversation. Alright.
That's definitely cola.
Yep. It tastes exactly like RC Cola, but it has more caffeine in it.
Honestly, I'd say it's a little bit more bitter than RC.
Yeah, it's a little bit. But that's because it's got all that caffeine in it and everything.
Yeah.
How much caffeine was in this?
If it's 240, if that's half, then it's 120.
I know, I was reading it earlier.
Was there 120 or what?
Caffeine content, it's 160 milligrams per
160,
can.
alright.
But that is like... What, it's like... As compared to like a normal can of like Mountain Dew, it's like double.
Yeah.
Because I think a can of Mountain Dew is like 60. So it's like a little bit more than double, so...
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like this and Surge and Balls were like the big like caffeine drinks back in the day. Remember when people were like, people were having heart attacks from Surge? That didn't actually happen, but people were trying to say it. Because people were like, oh, you can't drink this, blah, blah, blah. It causes heart attacks.
You gotta love smear campaigns from Tipper Gore.
Yeah. But it's just like, actually, it's just a really caffeinated citrus drink that was in competition with Mountain Dew. But it had more caffeine in it, so like people bought it because they wanted that more caffeine.
Oh,
and then
yeah.
energy drinks came on the rise, and energy drinks were like, get the fuck out of here, everybody else. Who's got caffeine? 240 milligrams. Ugh.
And now look what we have. You can regularly buy them in like fucking cases at the store.
Mm-hmm. However, I remember when what was it? Sobe 24K came out. It had like 500 milligrams of caffeine or some shit like that, and it had like 400% of like every vitamin. It's like 400% of your daily value of every vitamin ever. And it's just like, I can drink this and then not have to, you know, eat, drink, or do anything else for diet-wise for like the next 3 days.
Just,
my body,
just split it into fourths.
And I was just like, you know what? Somebody that doesn't have all these different vitamins and stuff like that, because I have a very picky eating habits when it comes to like not eating fruits and vegetables. I'm like, oh look, all my vitamins. Crack one energy drink. I'm fine now. This is what my body needs.
Fuck you, water.
Nutritionist, like, that's not how this works. Now I'm like, fuck you, I do what I want.
That's how this works now.
Nutritionist, technically, but no. That's not healthy for you. Do I even understand what that word means? Healthy, alive, same thing. But when it comes to Jolt Cola, yeah, it's like RC Cola, it's just a little bit more bitter because it had such a higher caffeine content. At least that's my assumption.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know if you've ever had like any like caffeinated gum, but like when you chew it after a while, it loses whatever original flavor it has. Like, it gets really bitter. That's basically the caffeine is what you're tasting, that bitterness. So that's pretty much like where the bitter comes from in Jolt Cola. Jolt actually has Jolt Cola gum.
I knew that.
Yeah. Which, I mean, it works. I've taken like an entire like I think they come in like packs of like 6 or 8. I've taken like all of them and just chewed it all at once. And if you can get past like the whole bitter taste after the flavor goes away, like, it does give you that like caffeine energy. But like, it's not like just drinking a can of soda. Like, it takes a minute. So.
It doesn't get into you as fast.
No. Because you're sitting there chewing gum. And you have to sit there and like chew like a bitter gum. And it's just like, eh. But honestly, Jolt Cola, I'm gonna give it. I'll give it like a 7 out of 10 because to me it's good. And then on top of that, to me it's nostalgic too. Because it reminds me of like all that stuff back in the day, you know.
Yeah.
Like X Games and Tony Hawk Pro Skater.
See, I think I'm going to go a solid 6 out of 10. Because it's very just middle of the road cola.
Yeah, it's just a cola.
And it's a little bit bitter for my taste.
Mm-hmm. But it does have the caffeine.
Yes.
If you want that boost of caffeine. Like, if you don't want like energy drink level caffeine, but you still want to have caffeine, this is a good medium.
Oh yeah.
And for $1, it's worth it.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. I like Jolt Cola. I've always liked Jolt Cola. Matter of fact, I remember me and my friend back in the day, we bought like a 24 pack. Or we just bought like 24 cans of these. Actually, no. Jolt Cola actually had ones that were bigger than this. They were like this big. They were fucking huge. They're like this round.
Oh, God.
And we bought 24 of those. And we split it half, so we each had 12. We pounded 12, and then we stayed up for like the next, like, like, I don't know. It was over 24 hours. Like, we hung out all day, and then we hung out all into the next day. And then, like, it was getting to, like, the next, like, early morning. Like, the sun was coming up, and we were, like, really tired. And we're like, you know, we should probably go to bed. I'm like, I don't know when the last time I slept was. Things you shouldn't do. But, you know, when you're young and stupid, you do whatever.
Yep.
But we drank all those Jolt Colas, and it was a lot of cola. Like, it's multiple liters of cola. high caffeinated Jolt Cola. But that was before there was energy drinks, so we're like, oh yeah, Jolt. Because the BP by his house back, is BP even around anymore? The gas station?
Very sparsely in the U.S.
See, I don't think I've even seen one in like forever. But there's one that I don't even know if it's still out in Girard, but it was by my friend's house when I lived out there. So like we would just go there because they carry Jolt Cola. It's also where I bought my cigars too. It was one of the few gas stations that had tobacco on the outside of the counter. So, yeah. And the person there never carded me. I was like 16 buying cigars.
Of course.
Don't do that. Don't smoke underage. It's bad. I don't condone it. But, yeah, if you guys like this video, if you guys like Jolt Cola, give it a try. I will try and find a link to put in the description for Jolt Cola. If not, they do sell it at Dollar General, so you can get those for $1 there, and it's worth it. If you guys have not had Jolt Cola, I suggest it. So, I'll put a link in the description for Last Coconut stuff for the Mid Bosses channel. Check out their stuff; it's awesome. And as always, like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you at the journey's end. Ta-ta.